I really enjoyed that show.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Trash.
Yes, I
Trash.
enjoyed that show, bro. Damn, I can't have
Trash.
guilty pleasures, man.
Trash.
It ain't like it's the
Trash.
Kardashians or something.
Trash.
You know, sometimes you got
Man,
to
You're the best of the best.
Best of the best of the best, sir. With honors.
welcome to the show. I'm the Jack Sparrow of this ship, Don City. And today's thing, we're going to talk about the top television shows of 2022. Of course, I got some of my family with me. We got Oscar, we got Kel. What up? What up? What up? Yeah, man. You know, we gonna get into the show, man. So we're gonna start with our number 5 and we're gonna trickle down to that. So yeah, let's get to it.
It has begun.
So for my number 5, I'm gonna go Reacher. Yeah, man. I don't know. It was something that I
Not
really
bad.
wasn't expecting. And when I was watching it, I was just like, man, this shit is incredible. And it just kept me captivated throughout the whole series. And I'm looking forward to the new season. So that's what I'm rolling with my number 5.
What about you, Oscar?
my number 5. I'm gonna go with probably Station 11 on HBO. Um, you know, world went to shit basically. Um, it was just something that just kept me really entertained. Um, you know, people just trying to. You have a collective of people that meet up at an airport, and everybody's trying to figure out how to deal with life now. You know, it's kind of like a pandemic type of situation that took place on the show, but nothing that people were turning into zombies or nothing. It was just kind of like COVID before COVID, but it was a really captivating show for me.
Yeah, I never heard of that show.
Station 11. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What is it? Which what was it based off of again?
It's on HBO. It's not even really based off of anything, but it's a lot of old Shakespeare stuff into it because it's basically like a traveling theater per
Yep.
se.
Oh yeah, that shit was fire. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That I forgot I watched that. That wasn't bad at all. I rocked with that. My
What you
number
got,
five,
Kel?
easy. Interview with the Vampire, easy for me.
The new one?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
That's with Grey Worm, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That was pretty dope. I mean, it was obviously it came from the book, and it was just. I mean, even just the scenes, how they filmed it, it was amazing. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just obsessed with vampires, so I gotta have one of them in there.
Of course. Okay. Coming in at number 4, I got Winning Time, which was a show that I forgot until Oscar reminded me. For some reason, I thought it came out in 2021, but the show is just amazing, man. The fact that it was shot on film, it looks like it aired around that time in the 70s, and yeah, man. Every episode I watch, I like, man, I can't believe we really getting this show, and that it's this good. So yeah, man, my number 4, man. I had something else at number 4. I had to knock it off, and I put Winning Time. So yeah, it's my number 4.
Number 4 for me is gonna be Outer Range um, with Josh Brolin on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
That was just it was just an interesting take, man. Living in two different parallel worlds, and you can just jump in a hole and you end up on another side of a different timeline and fighting two different wars. I can't wait for season 2 to see where he pick up. But it was very I didn't know what it was about, but I'm going with that at 4.
Yeah, I still haven't got into it. I heard nothing but great things, but I'm gonna eventually watch it.
Yeah, for me, it's the same as Don. Winning Time.
Oh wow.
Easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't
Uh,
expect that.
my number four.
Dope.
Definitely. I mean, I'm a hooper. You know what I mean? So just seeing that, my cousin actually had a little. It wasn't like a major role, but he was a little extra in it when they sat down at the table after he was drafted and contracts. That was pretty cool to see him in it. But just I think it was overall like it was shot very well. Um, you know what I mean? They had a little bit of raunchiness in it, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean for it was dope, man. It was dope.
Fire. All right. Let's get into number three. Number three, I got Stranger Things season 4.
Forgot.
Man, this honestly, this might be the best season of that show. I tried to compare it to the first one, and I'm like, it can go hand in hand. But man, I just love watching this season, man. Every episode, I had a complete blast, and I can't remember the last time I had like that much fun watching the show. And it's a improvement on the other seasons, especially 2 and 3. They wasn't bad, but this was a
It wasn't
far
memorable.
better improvement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
It was definitely dope. But
Yeah,
there's other
man.
ones I got in there.
Yeah, man. I
I
love
can
that
put
show,
that up
man.
there.
And the fact that Kate Bush song went number 1, that shit came out in the 80s, bro. It's just a testament of the power of that show. And you know I love
And you
all
said
things
that's your
80s.
number three?
That's my
Yeah.
number
See,
3, bro.
I think what it is my number three. Well, yeah. I mean, I'll let Oscar get to it, but that's why my number three pushed that out of the top five, and my number three won't even be in your top five.
All right. So what you got, Oscar?
Well, for me, the man who fell to earth from Showtime. I love that. I love that show, man.
Yeah, you always talking about that.
Yeah, it's just the sci-fi aspect, man, trying to save the world. Then you got somebody that's, she's super smart, but just the way because her dad's health was deteriorating, so she ain't really want to, really go back to her research because also, there was a death due to her line of work, and just I can never say the dude's name right. I just be calling him Chewy, but he was dope. He was dope on that show.
Who you talking about?
And then the whole conspiracy of the CIA covering up alien activity and
Oh, you talking about Alan Tudyk?
no,
That's Alan Tudyk, ain't it?
no, this is the dude that played on Doctor Strange, the African dude, the English dude, Chul Ejiofor, or however you say his name.
Oh, why am I blanking out on his name right now? Chiwetel, my bad. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, and then I forgot the actress's name, but she's dope and everything.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's my number three.
What you got, Kel?
My number three is. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Can you see me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. My number three is the highest rated show from Rotten Tomatoes. The Bear.
Ah.
The Bear is one of the. First off, Rotten Tomatoes have never given out 100%. I don't believe.
To a TV
No.
show?
Yeah.
I can't recall.
Yeah. It was literally one of the best shows. It gave me anxiety, man. I mean, obviously, I've also worked in the service industry, but just the
Oh,
actor
the
who plays,
bear.
yeah,
The restaurant show. That's right, with
yep,
Jeremy Allen White.
yep, and he's a hell of an actor,
Mm-hmm.
man. I loved him in Shameless.
Yep.
He played a different role, still kind of same personality, but bro is just fit for that type of role. But that man, I mean, to have a show that enticing that mainly took place in the kitchen, you know what I mean? It was fire, bro. Like it
Yeah, I
was
don't know.
amazing.
I didn't really get into it. I remember that was you that was telling me to watch that show. I only watched
Yeah,
like the first episode and I never
bro,
went back to it.
that shit, That shit's amazing. It's amazing. That shit is top tier. That which is crazy because it's just like it has so many elements in just a kitchen, bro.
Right.
In a kitchen. You know what I mean? But you saw his struggle. You saw all the shit he went through. Like it hit real. It hit home with just real life aspects of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also trying to run a small business at that. So, you know what I mean? That's one of them things. But that was hard for me not to put even higher. But my top two, I think we'll probably all agree on the top two. But yeah, that was my number three.
Oh, dope.
Because if your number two isn't what I think it is, then
Oh, I
you're
think my
bugging.
number two is gonna shock everybody.
Wow.
All right, so for my number two, once again, this is the shocker. It's I guess in a sense kind of a sequel. I didn't like the movie at all. I thought it was a great cast. Of course, you got James Gunn directing. At my number two, you got Peacemaker.
That's my number two as well.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. Number two, Peacemaker, man. John Cena, man.
That was a hell of a show.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. Every episode that intro sequence is great. The whole dance. Like I said, man, I thought the character was such a dick in the movie, but just seeing everything kind of fully develop and his character arc, and it was just a great show, man. I really enjoyed it, and hopefully, I know they're doing a whole bunch of, redesigning and everything at Warner Brothers and everything right now. So hopefully, we get a second season.
Yeah. So Oscar, you could go because that's my number two, and I think what's known doesn't need to be known, but Oscar probably got a different number two.
Yeah. Which for me, I just love basketball, man. So, and I'm a huge Laker fan, so it has to be winning time for me.
Let's go.
Okay.
Number two.
One of my college buddies, he was in there too. He played an extra when, I think he was playing when they was playing Philly. He was in there hooping too, so that's funny. But yeah, that's number two.
Where'd you go to college?
Elko.
Oh, okay. Who's your college buddy?
His name's Chris.
Oh, okay. He probably knows my cousin. My cousin Zach Andrews. He played on the Philly team too.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, crazy. All right, man.
And
So,
I think do we all have a consensus for number one?
man, who
I
knows?
don't know.
Who knows? But before we get into our number one, we're going to play a little game.
I want to play a game.
So in this game, we got a 2-for-1. Did they get it right? And one has to go. So in 1995 Academy Awards, we had 3 movies: Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, and Pulp Fiction. Which one you think won for Best Picture that year?
The Shank.
Shawshank.
Nope, Forrest Gump.
Damn.
Do you think they got it right?
No.
No, you can't.
Forrest was amazing, but Shawshank was
Yeah.
different.
It's one of the best movies of all time, hands down.
Ever.
Okay, so out of those 3, one has to go. Which one has to go?
Pulp Fiction can go for me. Pulp
Wait.
can go for me.
Let me preface this. The one you pick, the director has to go and all they work. To make it
Oh
tougher.
yeah, no. Forrest can go. Forrest can go.
Wow. So you getting rid of Robert Zemeckis? Do I need
Forrest
to
can
read
go.
off the movies he's made?
Go ahead, but Forrest
Back
can
to
go.
the Future. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Of course, Forrest Gump. What else Robert Zemeckis done? I'm trying to name some recent movies. What's the movie with Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh no, all the movies can go.
Wow, really? Still?
Yeah, I can live without him. I can't live without Inglourious Bastards. Can't live without.
Wow.
What was the one with Sam Jackson when they was the Cowboys in the snow?
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Hey Wait.
You like that movie?
That's just fire. That shit was great.
I like that movie.
It was cool. It was cool.
That shit was great.
Wow.
That shit was great.
I think I'm gonna have to pick. I love Shawshank. I'm sorry, but I gotta go.
So what? Who's the director in that again?
I can't remember his name right now, but he only
For
really
Shawshank,
directed. He's directed that and The Green Mile.
Nigga, I can't get rid of either one of those. What you mean?
Bro, I'm not getting rid of Back to the Future. I'm sorry.
Frank Darabont is his name.
That can go.
Back to the Future can go?
Yeah.
Oh, you're nuts.
What he did: Shawshank, Green Mile,
Yep.
Majestic,
Y'all are nuts. I'm not
and he's
getting rid of
also
Back to the
directed
Future.
for 1 year on The Walking Dead.
I'm not getting rid of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Sorry.
What year did he direct on The Walking Dead?
The first season, 2010 and
Oh yeah,
2011.
no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ain't
nah.
no
bro.
way. Because if he directed the first season, then yeah, nah, bro. Ain't no way.
Wow. So y'all keeping
Ain't no way.
Shawshank.
Yep.
Wow, y'all getting rid of Back to the Future.
Yep.
Yep.
I
Yo,
can live without that, bro.
y'all
I
y'all
don't
wilding,
even
yo.
watch it anymore, bro. Like it doesn't come on, and I don't get enticed to watch it.
Wow. All right.
Like I honestly can't remember the last time I've watched Back to the Future.
Wow.
And he wrote on Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Minority Report, Saving Private Ryan,
Oh yeah, bro, you bugging.
Nah, y'all bugging. I just want to say.
Mission Impossible 3. He wrote Hellboy.
I gotta press it again.
Trash.
Shout out to my little nephew Aiden. That's him.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all bugging. All right.
You
We're gonna keep
tripping.
the show. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna keep the show moving along. Next we got a couple lists from the audience, man. I always ask the audience to submit their lists. So we're gonna read off a couple people's, man. First we got Mad. At his number 5, we got Vikings Valhalla. Number 4, we got Wednesday. Number 3, we got The White Lotus. Number 2, we got All American Season 4. And number 1, we got Severance.
Recency bias.
Wow. Yeah. I will say Vikings of Valhalla, the season 2 was solid, but it wasn't as good as season 1. So I'm not gonna put that up there. Wednesday was in my honorable mentions. For sure. But yeah.
Yeah, man. I keep hearing about Severance. I only watched the first episode. I keep hearing that it's great. Yeah, I need to finish watching it, man, because I keep hearing great things about it. Yeah. The next person we got Veas. I hope I'm saying that right. At his number 5, we got Stranger Things Season 4. At number 4, we got The Sandman. Number 3, we got Genius, which I don't think is a television show. I would put it under a documentary or a miniseries. Number 2, we got Andor. And number 1, we got Better Call Saul Season 6. I believe that is the final season. Don't you watch Better Call Saul?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't put it up there? I heard it was a good season.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I didn't even think of putting that in my honorable mention. It ain't. I don't know, man. It's like you trying to keep up with Breaking Bad. It started off on fire, but it's just it wasn't there. It wasn't. A lot of the stuff wasn't as memorable as you would have expected it to be.
What show are you talking about?
Better Call Saul, the
Better Call
last
Saul?
season.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Oh wow, okay. All right, we gonna keep it moving. And we got Brianna. What's up, Brianna?
What was the prior 5 real quick? Read them off. Sorry about that.
The last one?
Yeah.
Number 5, we got Stranger Things Season 4. We number 4, we got The Sandman. Number 3,
Great. That's in my honorable mention.
Yeah, number 3, we got Genius, which I said I don't consider that a TV show. That's more miniseries documentary. Number 2, Andor. And number 1, Better Call Saul Season 6.
Okay.
All right, back to Brianna. Let's see. Her honorable mentions are Superman and Lois Season 2 and Pantheon.
That was solid.
And Pantheon. Never heard of that, but she said it's good. At her number 5, we got Out of Range. Number 4, we got Kindred. Number 3, we got 1899. Number 2, we got From. I actually want to watch that. I think it got like a 99 on Rotten.
Not 100 though.
Close to it. Shit, this guy. And her number 1 is Severance.
Okay.
It's a common thing with Severance, man.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's great. All right, so now that we got the audience list out the way, and before we get into our number 1, let's list off our honorable mentions.
Okay. So for me, it was Sandman.
Yep, great show.
Stranger Things.
Okay,
Wednesday.
love that show.
Moon Knight.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, didn't expect that.
We were about to do a whole segment on our podcast.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm bugging. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And then Euphoria.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I forgot about that.
That was a great season. Damn, that was a great season. Damn, I should have put that on my honorable.
Man, because that's reminded me of during the pandemic where they had that, what was it, like an hour of them just sitting down talking at the table?
Yep.
That was dope, man. I like seeing Coleman.
Oh, I'm sorry. And my last one, I'm sorry, I forgot. Ozark.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. A lot of people didn't like the way it ended. I did. To me, that made sense.
Yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
that.
for that show, it made sense.
Yeah.
All right, for my honorable mentions, I got Tulsa King. I man, like I said, man, if I didn't love Rocky as much as I did, I would say that's Sylvester Stallone's best role. Like, he's killing it week in and week out.
Over Rambo?
Man. He's killing it week in and week out, bro.
Rambo was elite, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tulsa King is amazing, bro. Like, he is killing it. And the fact that we get to see Sly every week is just a treat, man.
Yeah.
I got the Sandman, incredible show, man. That fight between him and Lucifer,
bro,
chef kiss, man, chef kiss. This was actually my number 4. My next one that I'm about to read off was actually my number 4, until Oscar reminded me of Winning Time because I forgot. It was The Boys, season 3. Great season, man. Great. It was a great season. Really? Just you bugging. You are bugging, my friend. I got Wednesday, An Interview with a Vampire. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, man. It was a good show, man. It was a good show. I love the way it was shot. The cinematography was great. The acting was good. The storytelling aspect was interesting. It was dope how they kind of linked it to the movie, kind of in the essence, little nuggets here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
I can appreciate that, and just seeing like how they did, like there's in New Orleans, right?
Yep.
There's New Orleans. Just seeing that whole aspect of everything, man. That's why I love TV shows, man. And this whole like long form storytelling, because you get to see the arc and everything kind of develop, man.
I can't wait for next season.
Yeah, man. So surprisingly, man, it was a couple things I had to, get past, of course, but
yeah,
good show, man. I enjoyed it.
Next season's gonna be great, man, because they're gonna start to dive into who his partner was.
Oh, yeah.
And his whole history. In fact, he's one of the oldest vampires too.
Yeah.
I think he's even older than Lestat.
That was wasn't that that was Antonio Banderas' character, right? If I am mistaken, in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got, Oscar? You got any honorable mentions before we get into our number 1?
Yes.
What you got?
Honorable mention: Peacemaker.
Okay.
Tulsa King, Stranger Things, and Mayor of Kingstown.
Oh, was that last year?
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I would have put that on my honorable, man. Mayors was good. I still
I
haven't.
think it's obvious what the number one is though.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, of course. Yeah. So on that note, let's get into our number one, House
We
of the
want to say
Dragon.
it, counter. Yeah, House of Dragon.
House of the Dragon, man.
Hmm.
There was no show.
Anybody who said anything other than that, I question them. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's pretty much a lock, man. That show was incredible from beginning to end. Every episode, the oh man, the acting was just incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. I'm blanking on his name, man, but the one that played King Viserys, man.
Oh yeah.
He deserves an Emmy.
I mean, Damon though. Damon is
Damon.
bro. Damon went a whole movie with one line and was the star of the movie or star of the show.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, nah, he killed it.
that one where he went crazy.
Yeah,
He
he
only
killed
said
it.
one line.
He
He
killed
read
it.
that note and it said, "Say less."
He killed it. I mean, it's just great TV, man. And to just
It's what Lord of the Rings should have been.
oh man, let's not get into
Oh, I
that.
forgot about that too.
Don't mention that. That don't deserve
Yeah,
no
yeah,
mention. Top
yeah,
five
yeah,
honorable mention.
yeah.
Hell no.
We keeping
I'm
it
not
on the
gonna top
things we
five, but
love.
that's honorable mention though for me because I really
Hell
liked.
no.
I really enjoyed that show.
Lord of the Rings?
Yes,
Trash.
yes, I enjoyed that show, bro. Damn, I can't have guilty pleasures, man.
Trash.
It ain't like it's the Kardashians or something.
Trash.
You know, sometimes you
Man.
gotta throw a little trash TV in there.
Trash.
I think it probably was better than we thought. The expectations I had for it with that budget,
No,
what they had to work
No.
with was such a letdown.
no. I don't. I think it was. It's a reason why nobody talks about that show. It was just not good. The storytelling aspects wasn't good. A lot of people that was like you don't have to be quote unquote faithful to the source material, but you got to think there's a whole landscape and community of people that are, just purists to that lore. And I feel like it was a lot of things that just wasn't explained. There's a lot of liberties that they took. Just the direction, man, it just wasn't well put together to tell a story, and that's just my opinion. But yeah, man, House of the Dragon, man, it was just it was great, man. It's some of the best television I've seen in a couple years. And everything was just on point. Everything was
They
level
had to
10.
redeem
And,
themselves, man.
yeah, and to be a setup season. Think about that. That was setting everything up of what's to come. And we got that level of television.
But again, it's great. But they did the same shit with Game of Thrones where it was great.
Started
until it
off on
wasn't.
fire.
So they better not do the same shit. I swear.
I don't think so. It's in good
I
hands.
swear, bro.
I believe it's in
swear,
good hands.
I will be done, bro.
And
Like,
the fact, the one thing I do hate is we're not going to get a new season into 2 years. That I hate.
yeah, that's wild. And that means we're probably not gonna get a Jon Snow season until 8 years.
Yeah, we'll see. Supposedly it's in development, so hopefully, man, sooner than later. But yeah, man, that's our top 5 best shows of 2022, and yeah, man, I want to appreciate y'all coming on the show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it, man. It's a wrap, man.
Top
And,
5 documentaries.
That'll be one, even though I don't watch documentaries like that.
Yeah, we'll have to get into that for sure.
Yeah, so
I'll
maybe
watch some.
I'll mediate or something.
The McDonald's one. Pepsi one.
Yeah, man, save your list, man. We'll get into it.
Hey, you know what could have been an honorable mention, but it's more of a mini series.
What's that?
That Dahmer was phenomenal.
I still can't pull myself to watch it.
It was phenomenal, but it's.
I might go and watch it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't pull myself. Once again,
All right, fella.
but once again, man, I appreciate y'all coming on.
Hell yeah, I got to get to this Rockets talk. We just lost the
Here this
game.
guy. All right, man. Let me close it out, man. Thank y'all for watching. We gonna air another episode pretty soon. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. List y'all list in the comments below, and we gonna see you on the next one. Peace.